I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Better fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck.
All right, cousins, welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all already know what time it is. We're gonna go ahead and get into this live reaction video with your girl Zoey. I'm over here sipping my Arnica tea. Tomorrow, your cousin makes 1 week post-stop, baby. 1 week post-stop, y'all. 1 week post-stop. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and press the thumbs up for your cousin. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You're definitely going to love it here. To get caught up on my journey, I have several videos on here that's involving pre-op, what to expect, day of surgery, how to build your hemo, staying on top of your lab work, getting everything in on time, just staying positive and keeping positive, supportive people in your corner and all that good stuff. I recently just had surgery again. This is my 3rd round. First round was Dr. Simmons at 305. 2021, had a tummy tuck, muscle repair, and hernia repair. Round 2, Dr. Cannon over at Vixen Plastic Surgery Center, had a BBL, Lipo 360, requested natural big, and also had thigh lipo. 3rd round, Dr. Triggs, March 28th, actually 6 days ago. 6 days post-op, I had breast augmentation, implant and lift, size 385 cc silicone, high profile, as well as lipo 360 and chin lipo. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, jump into this live video. I don't think it's that long. Like I said, I'm sipping on my Arnica tea in between. And we're going to see what your girl Zoey over here talking about. Also, do know that I do have to stop the video in between. Because YouTube, we can't just play it, you know, straight. We have to, you know, give our inputs and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this video. I have more content coming from you guys. I'm just over here trying to recover and take it easy. But I am stopping in, checking on y'all, and I appreciate everybody that's been checking on me. If you have not joined my Facebook group, go on over there to Facebook. It's under Cousins Plastic Surgery Group on Facebook. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into this video.
Guys, it's Zoey. I'm here in sunny South Florida, Miami to be exact. You guys know where I'm at Vixen Plastic Surgery. I'm actually going to get into the live on my phone as well. So I have Glory here. She's going to ask me some questions that you guys want to, know answers to. The topic today is just getting surgery, like pre-op, post-op, how you feel afterwards, and then anything that you need to know about taking care of yourself during the summertime. Because I know we all want to go do the most, go to the beach, go get drunk with our friends, but, put your body and its healing first. So let's get into it. Oh, you can't hear me? I can hear me. Hey, girl. Do we take high BMI? Yes, we do. Dr. Cannon is our doctor here that takes the highest BMI, I want to say. So after a tummy tuck, you're going to want to stay for 10 days post-op. So that's going to be really important because we have to manage your swelling, we have to manage your pain, we have to manage your incisions, and you're also going to have drains. So hopping on a plane 2-3 days after that is just not going to give you, have a good time. So plan on staying here for 10 days at least.
Okay, so y'all know I like to elaborate a little bit. So back to what the question they asked her about traveling with the tummy tuck. I like to go deep into detail when it comes to the tummy tuck. Depending on what type of tummy tuck, really, I feel like it doesn't matter if it's a regular tummy tuck, midline tummy tuck, or extended tummy tuck. You always want to make sure, if you are or you have to travel before 5 to 7 business days. Well, I'm not going to even say business days, period. If you have to leave before 5 to 7 days traveling back home, please make sure that you request for your Lymphatic shots. Request for your Lymphatic shots. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Lymphatic shots, for the Lymphatic shot, especially with the tummy tuck, you want to make sure that you request for the Lymphatic shot as a prescription while you at pre-op. Let me give you some gems. Let me give you some free gems. I did mention this on a couple of my videos. Now, when it comes to the Lymphatic shots, at pre-op, they will offer you to buy the Lymphatic shot. Back last year when I had the BBL, I was traveling home within 2 days after I had my surgery. I don't play because, I mean, this is my 3rd round. So when I had my BBL last year, I went home 2 days after my surgery, even after my tummy tuck. I'm not saying do what I did, but I'm saying even if you're going home 3 days or 4 days, if you're going home before the 7 days, request for the Lymphatic shots. It prevents you from catching blood clots, as well as it helps you along the way. Okay, so you want to make sure you're good to go when it comes to traveling. Now, back to what I was telling y'all. I'm trying to drop some free gems here. At pre-op, when back then last year, they charged me $100 for one Lymphatic shot that they administered at post-op. Now, when I was just up there last week, the Lymphatic shot is actually $50. I didn't pay for it because I got mine from Houston, from my local state, and I brought it with me. But they're charging $50 for one Lymphatic shots. Whenever you're traveling, you need at least 3 to 4. So, again, I will request for a prescription for the Lymphatic shot. A prescription, because with the prescription, you can get 4 for under $50. Instead of just paying for one from Vixen and you only getting one, if that makes sense.
I don't have a primary doctor. Can I get my labs done at Vixen?
Yes, you can. We do all of that here.
We usually recommend that you do it at home if you're traveling for surgery, because if we have, bad results or something that you need to go up or go down.
Especially if you haven't had any labs done for a while. You probably don't know if you're anemic or if you have high blood pressure. You might not know that you're having these things. So the last thing you want to do is, come down here.
Zoey, leave the dress alone, Zoey. Oh, y'all, and I'm talking kind of funny because I had chin lipo and I have my chin thing on, but I hopefully y'all can hear me very clearly, cousins. Now, Zoey, why is you pulling on that maxi dress? We see, Zoey, we see you. We see you, girl. Okay, now, Zoey. Now, Zoey, I just gave you some compliments on your last live video that we did on you. I just gave you some compliments, girl. Now, I need for you to engage in these questions. Okay, so they just asked her, do Vixen offer lab work? Okay, basically she was just saying yes. Let me elaborate, because we do have new dolls that's coming to have surgery at Vixen, and they're not aware of this, and they don't know how much it costs and what's the turnaround, and if they can get it in time, or what do you have to do. Come on, Zoey. Okay, so basically, cousins, for the lab work, I believe is 100 and I want to say 130, no more than 140. And basically they would do stat. They would do your lab work there. They would do stat. Also, they do offer the free EKG. From my experience, from being down there, from my interaction when I was down there visiting 2 to 3 weeks ago, when I was down there with 2 of my clients, because I do have my concierge business where I travel with patients, and I do the one-on-one. And I travel with them, and I do the prep meals from start to finish. I go to pre-op and all of that good stuff or whatever, so they can save the hassle of going to a recovery house. So basically, from my interaction when I was down there, even when I was there for pre-op for myself, a lot of the cousins there basically needed to redo an EKG. Okay, and a lot of them had their paperwork with them, and it would, I don't know, for some reason Vixen was saying that it looked invalid. It didn't look accurate. It looked invalid. It wasn't looking like it was a passing. So FYI, don't get discouraged when you get down there to Vixen. When you get down there to Vixen, feel free to get to your pre-op early as possible. Early as possible. They may tell you to come at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Get there. They open at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Get there at least 8:30. No later than 8:30. No earlier than 8. Okay? And as soon as you get there, sign in and let them know you need to do your EKG. They're going to send you around the corner, and you're going to be able to do your EKG within 10 minutes. That way you already got that good to go. So if you already know that they've been emailing you or texting you and saying that your EKG is looking invalid, don't stress about it. As soon as you get down there, just go ahead and get your EKG done for free without the hassle.
Fly all the way down here, get your labs with us here at Vixen, and then end up getting denied for surgery. So we do recommend doing that in your hometown if you're going to be traveling here, but we do offer it if you need it.
Can you do medical clearance at pre-op?
Yes, you can. Same thing though. It's going to be the same exact thing. So if you can, lock in that medical clearance with your at-home doctor and then fax it to us. That's going to be a little bit more like ease of mind for you to know that you're cleared for surgery and everything. Because you do need a medical clearance to get cleared for surgery.
How often should you get lymphatic massages?
Every single day after your post-op. Every single day. For at least the first couple weeks. After that,
Okay, Zoey, come on. I need you to elaborate. Okay, so when it comes to the massages, it varies for everybody. Depending on the type of procedure that you're getting. I know for sure for the Tummytuck, you're not supposed to get one immediately the next day because you didn't had abdominal surgery as well, especially if you didn't have muscle repair. Like me, I had a hernia repair. So no way that I was going to sit there and let somebody rub me in that area. But for someone that's new that don't really know the protocol, they're thinking that they need to get full massages. No one is supposed to touch you in that area 24, 48 hours, especially if you had muscle repair, especially if you had a hernia repair. Do not let them touch you, cousin. Now, they can do your back and your sides because with the Tummytuck, you do get 2 flanks involved in a procedure. So you can definitely get that massage. Now, when it comes to the BBL and when it comes to regular Lipo 360, like I said, this is my 3rd round. With that being said, I started getting massages the next day. Dr. Triggs told me to get a total of 15 massages. Now, I wouldn't say get a massage every day because it's just like when you work out. You work out 1 or 2 days and you let your body breathe. Your body just went through a major shock. Your body is trying to heal. It's trying to come back together. Everything's just trying to be back at one. So you definitely do not want to get a massage every single day. You want to spread out your massages. I would say 2 to 3 a week because you want to let your body breathe. And you want to let your body heal. Your body is still tender. Your body just went through plastic surgery. Your body went through a shock. So definitely I would not say get a massage every single day. Zoey, no. I wouldn't tell them to get a massage every day, Zoey. You know how much money that is, Zoey? Zoey.
3 to 5 a week is going to be okay.
So now she's saying 3 to 5 a week.
Dr. Triggs is the man. I saw somebody ask my doctor, so rest of Dr. Triggs, BBL is, hey, BBL is Dr. Cannon. He understood the assignment. Yes, I love it. He really does. He really does. Okay, BBL and arm lipo. You're gonna want to stay for 5 days. That BBL pain, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's there. It's intense. So between that and you're not gonna want to sit on your butt. So on your way home, if you're taking a flight, use your BBL pillow. But you're not really supposed to use your BBL pillow for at least 2 weeks. So that's why we say, 5 days. Make sure you're not gonna have any like complications. And then you're cleared and you'll be good to go back home. Why didn't Canon do my breast? That's a good question. I mean, it's just because I like all of the work that they do here. So long story short, I just it was a little bit last minute for me to choose, and I feel comfortable with any of the doctors here doing my operation. So it just happened to be that I chose Dr. Triggs.
Okay, so it's any, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so let me explain as well. So with Zoey did not get a full augmentation. They really call it Maxtrol's I forgot what they called it. It started with an M. So basically, only thing Zoey got was a AUG. A AUG is just an implant. She did not get a lift. She only got an AUG with high profile size, I believe 470 or 477. High profile, because Zoey didn't really have a lot of breast tissue. Zoey didn't have kids. Zoey breast did not sag. So that's why she only got a augmentation. Now, truth of the matter is, when it comes to Dr. Cannon does not, that's why I say we got to do our research. And she needs to do her research too, especially if she's going to be on live and she's talking about a procedure that she had done. So Dr. Triggs did her breast. Dr. Triggs did my breast as well. I chose Dr. Triggs because I feel like he the breast king. Not only that, Dr. Cannon does not do augmentation and implants. He either do an aug or he either do an implant. I needed both because I had children. My breasts were saggy. I had excess skin. To prevent having excess skin, I decided to do a lift as well as with my implant. That's the reason why I chose Dr. Triggs. So if you ask somebody, what is the reason that you chose this doctor, and they just give you run around the bush answers, and they really not just giving you a full answer, I wouldn't trust their judgment. I need to know, what is the reason that you selected your doctor?
But Canon does do breasts as well. You guys, it's the dress. I'm telling you, the body is bodying. Everybody says I look good, thank you. But this dress is everything. It's not the BBL that hurts, it's the lipo. I do agree. But, with the BBL, you're getting your lipo 360, and I know she mentioned arm lipo. The lipo, to me, as well, was the part that really does hurt the most. I'm 5'4", by the way. I'm 5'4", about 145 pounds.
Oh, she's little, because I'm 5'4" and I'm 180.
How can I switch doctors if I paid already my deposit?
So you can call us, and we can get that transferred over for you. It's a little bit, it's not a hard process, but it is a process. So give us a call. As long as, they're actively working here, you can transfer it.
Where could we find information about the nearest hotel?
The nearest hotel?
Yes.
Google. So you're going to look up our address, and then you're going to look up, hotels in this surrounding area. You're going to want to add yourself, find yourself, somebody that's gotten their body done by somebody here, or maybe see if somebody has traveled to Miami for plastic surgery or come to Vixen, and just kind of like pick people's brains and then just go from there.
And do your
research.
research.
Actually recommend that you can pick hotels nearby the airport, because we are 8 minutes.
We're located 8 minutes from the airport. So as long as you, my advice would be to fly into Miami International and then look for surrounding, Airbnbs, hotels, apartments, however you want to do it. Even if you're going to go with a recovery house, same thing. We're right by the airport.
What happens if I am anemic?
So you're going to have to get your blood level up. So you can, eat greens, eat red meat. If you're severely anemic, you can also take iron pills. If you're severely anemic, you're going to have to talk to your doctor and get on a plan. I know people can get IV infusions. you still have hope. You just cannot get your surgery done here with us. It's just not advised because, you know, we want to get that red blood count level
Zoey?
up.
What's the levels?
And once it's at that 12 range about, you'll be good to go. Both Dr. Triggs and Dr. Kim have two, stipulations, but it's right around that 12.
Oh my God.
Will you recommend?
Okay, you guys. So, oh Jesus. Okay, so I don't want y'all to get discouraged if y'all hemo is not at a 12. So basically, if your hemo is under a 12, you still can have your surgery. Dr. Cannon just dropped his hemo requirements from 11.5 to 11.0. I think it's going on 2 months now. He just lowered the qualifications. You can still get your surgery done if you're below 11.5. If you're 11, you can still get your surgery done by Dr. Cannon. Now for Dr. Triggs, same thing. Also with Dr. Triggs, he does offer a cell saver. Dr. Shanklin offers a cell saver, even though Dr. Shanklin is no longer with Vixen, but he's still, we've known him from being with Vixen. He's over at Smart, but he still offers the cell savers as well. So don't get discouraged if you are under a 12. You still can get your surgery done if you are 11.0. Come on, Zoey.
Back to work after 2 weeks.
2 weeks is good. So
Lord. Okay, y'all, let me stop. Oh, Jesus. Zoey is telling y'all can go back to work after 2 weeks. Y'all better not go back to work after 2 weeks getting no tummy tuck or no BBL. It's totally up to you. If you end up having surgery and you work from home and you traveling and you feel like you up to part and you can go back to work within 2 weeks, then go back. Me, I would not recommend anybody going back to work in 2 weeks. I would say maybe 3 minimum, but definitely not 2 weeks.
A full-time hairstylist. I stand when I'm working, so that played a role into it. I knew I wasn't going to be sitting on my butt or anything. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's Miami. Like, you know the boys are outside. 2 weeks was good enough for me. Like I said, I stand. From about everybody I've talked to, whether they're lash techs, you know, they sit behind a desk and a phone, 2 weeks is around that range. Listen to your body, and take it slow. Like, I'm a hairstylist, I'll work long days, but I think for that first week I was back, I was taking half days, just easier way in. You don't want to do too much too fast, but after 2 weeks, you should be good to go.
A patient says here, you guys has been so great. Thank you from calling me to confirm my appointment to sending me everything I need.
Love to hear that, you guys. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Yes, you can get your hair colored by me. DM me. I work at home, so I sit. How would I go about going back to work? That's a good question. So I would maybe either, if you're working from home, try to see if you can get one of those chairs. You don't want to start sitting down on a BBL pillow. BBL pillows are not going to be the most comfortable. So maybe play around with a few things. If you're going to not sit on your booty for your, the advised 12 weeks that we like to tell you, you can either try to stand and, work from a desk, a countertop, or a good idea would to get one of those lawn chairs, cut the booty out, sit down, get up and walk around as much as you can. Something like that. That's great.
Does Dr. Cannon do tummy tuck?
He does not.
No.
He does not do tummy tucks. Dr. Triggs does tummy tucks, though.
Can she turn around?
You guys always ask me to turn around. Of course.
You want to turn around, Zoey.
I can't read the questions from here. I'm not getting service, so I'm going to have Glory read the questions.
Don't worry. So, let me see.
Oh, here it goes. I think it's working now.
How much is the pain with the BBL?
All right, so good question. I have a decently high pain tolerance, I would say. I have tattoos. I've had a couple other surgeries. And the BBL was by far the worst pain, but it doesn't last for too long. You know, you're gonna wake up from anesthesia and you're gonna have a period from then to when you give yourself pain medication.
This is what I would tell y'all. When it comes to the BBL or the tummy tuck, expect pain regardless. Whether you have a high tolerance or not, expect pain. I know a lot of you all do not take the narcos or the prescription that they prescribe. Most of you, I've come across, y'all do take like the Tylenol. So I mean, if you feel better with just taking the Tylenol muscle or the Tylenol PM, by all means do that, but you're definitely going to need some sort of pain medicine. It is a lot of stiffness, as well as it is a lot of burning sensation. Everybody experiences it differently depending on what trimester you are during your surgery journey. So within the first 3 months, the first trimester, I like to call it the first trimester, the first of 3 months, is your body is still going through shock. Your body is still trying to rediscover itself. Your body is still trying to get back to that calm, natural, that natural environment, that natural place. The second trimester, I feel like that's as well as your body still trying to come as one, as well as the molding stage. The third trimester, I feel like that's going into your 8th, 9th, 10th month, where you should have, I believe you should have your fluff by then. I know a lot of girls do get their fluff pretty early, maybe around the 2nd trimester. For me, I feel like my fluff fairy came around my 5th and 6th month. That's just me, but you just have to pay attention to your body. Move around, walk a lot. You don't want to have different hard spots within your buttocks. For the first 6 months, you want to try, to move a lot and not really exercise, but you have to move those joints, walk around, drink lots of water and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah, I feel like everybody's pain tolerance is pretty much different, but for the most part, you definitely going to feel some type of sensation.
Wake up, you're going to be in some pain. When the anesthesia wears off, you're going to be in more pain, but by then you should have some pain medication and it should be able to be managed just fine. It's painful, but it's manageable, and I would do it again if I had to.
Are you wearing a faja now?
I am not wearing a faja right now. I'm just wearing a dress. And I just have, nothing on.
Oh my God, your boobs strapped so pretty.
Aren't they? Thank you. Yeah, it's been what, Glory? It's been 2 months, right? January, February, March. It's been 2.5 months actually.
Yes.
So they feel natural, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I have anything in here, but they feel good. They feel natural. They move. They dropped. Now they're not all the way up here. So if you do get breast implants, trust the process, because you're gonna be like, is this supposed to happen? Because they're gonna feel like they're all the way on your chest, your clavicle. But just give it some time. Trust the process, and know that they're gonna drop and they're gonna look exactly how you want them to.
How long are the massages at Vixen? 30 minutes or 1 hour?
They are 1 hour.
How many cc's do you get?
470 cc's extra high profile. And that part matters because there's a difference between high profile and extra high profile. So I wanted to point that out. Not every place uses implants with that option for extra high profile, but we do here at Vixen Plastic Surgery.
Wait, you work here or are you a patient?
So I am a patient, and I do also work here at Vixen. Long story short, got my BBL, didn't know anybody here, just found Dr. Cannon last year, January, came down here, got my first procedure, and a few months later, Glory, she, contacted me for a photo shoot, flew me down here. We just created that relationship, and the universe just kind of said, Zoey, move to Miami. So when I decided to move to Miami, I called her back up. I was like, hey, can I have a job? And she said, yeah. So that's where we're at now.
Yes.
I love it. And then obviously now that I work here, I wanted my breast done, so I got my breast done.
So another question is, can you still take birth control?
So you're gonna want to stop taking it 30 days prior, so you're gonna have to be really careful. I have heard the BBL curse 100,000,000 times. I've had friends, I've had people reach out to me through IG that, you know, they stop taking their birth control because they want to have their surgery. Also, one of the vitamins that you want to take to get your blood levels up is folic acid. Vitamin C, folic acid, and iron pills all work together to get your body right where it needs to be. But also that means it's getting your body right where it needs to be to produce the child. So be really careful if you want to have your surgery and you're...
Oh yeah, be really careful, because while we're taking those supplements, you are building up other areas in your body and your hormones and stuff like that, where it will be easy for you to conceive. That's before surgery and even after surgery, because you're going to be wide open.
Your body, that you're not going to get pregnant, because, you know, you don't want to fly down here, and babies are blessings, but that would be a crazy surprise if we flew all the way down here, paid all your money, and the doctor was like, surprise, you're pregnant. So yeah.
When does the fluffiness start to come in after a BBL?
So everybody's different, but for me it was probably around, it kind of goes in spurts. If you gain a little weight, it's gonna get fluffier. I've had a few different times where all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm over 1 year post-op and I'm like, oh my God, my butt just got bigger. So I feel like the first initial fluff happens between 4 and 6 weeks, but everybody's different. You might feel it earlier, you might not feel it until, you know, 6 months from now, a year from now. It just, everybody's body is different. But one thing I want to tell you is that your fat is being put there permanently. So yes, you can lose and gain weight, but if you gain weight, you don't remember you're going to have more fat cells there because it was transferred from here to there, so your booty's going to fluff out.
What about driving after surgery?
So after anesthesia, this is besides like, this is for all of them. So you want to wait at least 2 weeks after getting anesthesia to be able to drive a car. You know, you might have some residual effects, so you do want to wait at least 2 weeks. The other thing is, if you're going to be driving and in a BBL pillow, you have to wait 2 weeks to use the BBL pillow as well. Unless if you're using it to fly home really quick, we don't recommend using it any sooner. So 2 weeks for that. Same thing with breast augmentation.
I'm just going to be honest with y'all. If y'all don't have to sit on y'all butt the first 4 to 6 weeks, don't sit. When I tell you, I did not sit fully on my butt till I was like, maybe like 4 months. I was packing around my body pillow with me everywhere. I was not sitting on my butt. I don't have any flat dents in my butt. None of that, because I listened to Dr. Cannon. So, I mean, it's totally up to you. If you want to sit down, you know, or whatever. And also be careful how you guys are sleeping. Like, do not be laying on your sides. You lay on your sides, you can mess up your hips. Then you'll be back talking about, I want to transfer some fat to my hips. FYI, Vixen still charge full price if you just want hips added. They still consider that as a BBL. Why, I don't know, but yeah.
Hard-headed, and I didn't want to listen, and I wanted to go down the block. I was probably 8 days post-op, and I was pulling out, and I could just feel the tightness, and I pulled right back in and I parked, because it's just not worth it. You don't want to, especially with the breast, you don't feel like this is a lot to, you know, move the car around, but it can be.
Okay, will you all give me the documentation to be out of work for the weeks?
Yes. Yes, we do. Well, you guys, I hope everybody enjoyed my live today. I will check back in with you next week, and, you know, we still have our special going on, so I'm going to do a story talking about that, so check that out. And
all right, Zoe girl. All right, so y'all, that was interesting, just having surgery talk with Vixen. So we will still be doing like live reaction videos. We'll be going back and forth from Vixen to Smart and other surgery centers as well. I believe Dr. Chang or Dr. Brewster did one not too long ago. So we're going to be dipping and dabbing, doing some live reaction videos with some other surgeons, just so y'all can get familiarized and, you know, open up different options, you know, for researching on other doctors and stuff like that, because I know it's been a lot of controversy with a lot of different surgery centers in Miami, and it's okay to have a backup plan. It's okay to have other options, especially when you did your research. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Don't forget to thumbs up for your cousin. Leave me any comments below. Happy healing to all of my March and April cousins. Congratulations to the ones who's getting ready to go have surgery in the next coming weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, all right, it's your cousin Krystal, and I'm out. Peace.
I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Better fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck something up.